What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. We are moving up oh so slightly today. I'm on the Binance chart, BCH USDT, because I feel like the volume, if we look at this on the 15-minute time frame, you can see here that as we're moving up, volume is actually increasing. Maybe not on the histogram, but on the spikes itself, it is increasing. If you go to BCH USD on Coinbase, not so much, really not so much. So I do want to use this Binance chart because we're going to be looking at the more immediate stuff anyway. So why not switch it up a little bit? The histogram is increasing as well, and then decreasing as we're coming down. We had quite the interesting daily close yesterday. You know, yesterday and in the earlier video that I made today, I did mention that if we were to close above this day here, that things would be a lot more convincing that we're going to go up. I would be convinced that we're going up and that we're no longer going to take out this low. And technically, very, very technically, oh so slightly technically, we did break above this line. You have to zoom in a little bit, but we did break above this line. From a percentage basis, we actually are up 0.05% on Coinbase. I've already measured this. It's actually 0.07%. It's hard to say. It is really hard to say if this is a break, man. I feel like, you know, we were supposed to get clarification today, or a little bit more clarification, and really to me all it is just more fog. We don't know. We really don't know yet one way or another what's going on. I think that all in all, this is kind of a bullish look. We are doing things differently now than we have done throughout this whole downtrend, and I'll show you what I mean, right? We've had a top here, and then we went down. We had a high here, a lower high, and then we went down, right? Same day we went down. We had a high here, and then we went down. We had a high over here, and then we went down. High here, and then down. High here, and then down. High here, and then down. But high here, and we have been lingering. We've been lingering. Not only have we been lingering at this high, but we also broke this previous trend line here. All these, you know, on Coinbase it's a little bit more obvious, I think, a little bit more respected. Maybe this is the line itself. I don't know. But we actually back tested this line. We broke above it. We've been above it for a few days now, and we back tested it, found it a support, and we came up and closed above this previous high, but just by 10 cents, by 0.05%. So is that anything to get excited about if you're bullish? Maybe. Is it anything to get upset about if you're bearish? Maybe, maybe not, you know. Maybe not for the bulls too. Like, it's really hard to say, because pair that with the fact that on the daily we do have this hidden bearish divergence presenting itself, where you have a high here and a higher high in the RSI while having a high here and a lower high in the price. We still do have overall lower highs, even with the wicks. We still do have overall lower highs. Which is, you know, something for the bear case. We do have hidden bearish divergence, which is also something for the bear case. Here, we just had a day that closed bullish engulfing candle. Still a lower high compared to this most recent high here. Could be like a double top, a triple top kind of thing over in this area. Finding resistance at a previous area of support, you know. There's bullish and bearish things going on. On the 4-hour, if we look at the RSI, you've actually got one peak here, another peak here, and another peak here. That's 3 peaks down, descending, lower highs. You have a peak here on a close, 1, 2, 3, ascending, higher highs, and that's double bearish divergence right there, is what that is. That is double bearish divergence. I know on the 15-minute I was showing how volume's increasing, but here you can see that volume is actually decreasing on the 4-hour. Even by the histogram, it is slowly going down. But that can change. You can get rid of this bearish divergence. All you need to do, Bitcoin Cash, is get above this high. That's it. On the RSI, get into the overbought zone. That'd really be nice to see. If you were to do that, you'd probably go from this price of about 218 all the way up to about 240, maybe even higher. It's hard to say. It is really, really hard to say what goes on right now. I would think, as I said yesterday I was saying that today, like the day that just closed, would have been the day that we get our kind of decision, right? Or like things become more concrete. But really all we've got, I think, is more shade, more fog, more like, come on, man, give us a direction here. You know, it hasn't picked a side yet. So I think what we need to do still, guys, is just the same as always, is be patient. Don't be too hasty one way or another, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. I am still under the impression that we will break this low and go to the 145 area. But at this point, even though I'm under that impression, I would genuinely say it's a 50-50 chance right now. We are doing things differently. There are bullish cases to be made. There are bearish cases to be made as well. Okay, so it's really, really hard to say. If we take this high here to this low here, we actually closed right at the 786 again, man. Generally with the fibs like this kind of look, I would expect that we come down. Bullish engulfing candle yesterday though, you know, lower volume on the daily. Like there's I can name one bullish thing and I can name one bearish thing. You know, it's not really one of them is outweighing the other. The only thing I would say that is outweighing it, if I had to give it a tilt one way or another, would be that we are still technically in a downtrend. Until we're not, until we're in an uptrend, which what we need is higher lows, which we have, and then we'd also need higher highs, which we don't have. If we were in a downtrend, what we need is lower lows, which we have, and then lower highs, which we have maintained. And yes, we have higher lows here, but we still have lower highs, implying that the next move to make would be to the downside. That's why I am maintaining this bearish stance, even though I'm saying it's like 50-50 right now. The reason I say it's 50-50, even though, again, that's something that's like probably stronger going for the bears, is the fact that we have broken above this trend line, we've held above it, and we actually bounced off of it, okay? Like, that's also a very bullish thing. This overall look is very bullish in itself, but something smells fishy. And maybe I just want it to. Maybe I just really want the price to go down and I want to buy it. Of course I do, but I'm trying to be unbiased here. I'm definitely trying to just be patient and not get caught one way or another. If it goes up, I am prepared to let it ride and then let it come back down. Bitcoin Cash is anything but a straight line, right? It likes to be volatile, so I will just catch it on its most immediate pullback after that. It might be at this exact same price, but after a move like that, I would feel a lot more confident to buy. Even at this, even a little bit higher, I'd feel a lot more confident to buy than I would right now, because the potential for going lower than this low, it's still there. It very much is still there. So don't kid yourself one way or another. If you are overly bearish, check yourself. If you are overly bullish, check yourself. We really need to be monitoring what's going on with the price over the next day, really, next couple days. It's Tuesday right now, so this week is going to be critical. And I would say, I said yesterday that this day would be critical. And it gave us a neutral close, man, a very, very neutral close. Technically, we closed above the line, but it's not good enough for me, man. I don't feel confident in that yet. So today could be very critical. If we do this classic thing where we do a bullish engulfing candle and then flip over, bullish engulfing candle and then flip over, bullish engulfing candle, flip over, bullish engulfing candle, flip over. If we do that kind of classic thing, then things will start to look bearish. You know, this hidden bearish divergence will play out. This bearish divergence right here will play out. And it is double bearish divergence right now, so that is something to pay attention to. But again, if you want to negate that, just get into the overbought zone. Really, to do that, I guess you'd probably have to break out of these highs, which in itself would give you a higher high too. So there'd be a lot of bullish things going on. So close above where the previous day and this day here closed. Close here or higher. Keep going up if you want to be bullish. If you want to be bearish, any kind of reversal at all, any kind of downside is what we need. So until then, patiently waiting, man. I got nothing else to say. So if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more. I will be making videos on this tomorrow as well, just to keep you guys updated. I'll probably make 2 videos tomorrow, especially if big things are going on. I got nothing else to say. So take care, everybody. I appreciate you all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.